You are now tuned in to Sophisticated State of Mind podcast. We are your hosts. I am Sanayar.
And I am Miss Anarchy.
And we're going to sit, sip, and smoke, talk about anything and everything, but keep it sophisticated with a good twist.
Of the dick.
That's right, y'all. We got a Halloween special. We're going to talk about Halloween.
Keep
of course,
it spooky.
Keep it spooky. And, hey, if you got a nice story, why don't you go ahead and call in? But so right now, I'm just gonna give y'all a little backstory on how it all started.
So what all started? How Halloween started?
How Halloween
Oh,
basically
we're going
started.
back to
So
the
here we
pagan
go.
days.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
So basically, Halloween originated in an ancient Celtic festival called Samhain. All right. It was a pagan religious celebration to welcome the harvest at the end of summer, when people would light bonfires and wear costumes to ward off ghosts. All right. The evening before was known as Hallows Eve, and later Halloween. All right. Then Halloween Halloween evolved into a day of activities like trick-or-treating, carving jack-o'-lanterns, festive gatherings, donning costumes, and eating treats.
Turning into what it is now.
Yeah. So it basically went from a pagan sort of holiday at the end of summer to what we took it to right now.
And that's entirely in its own what Christmas is as well. Was a pagan holiday too.
Oh, yeah.
And it got commercialized and turned into what it is now. Just like
Well,
Halloween and
a lot
basically
of the holidays,
all the holidays
based
that
on
are
pagan,
Mhm.
but
rituals and stuff like that.
So you know what? Halloween is kind of one of my favorite holidays too.
I agree.
I like Halloween a lot.
I love Halloween. I love the spooky. I love the scary. I love the gross, macabre stuff. And I also love the fact that like everybody gets to, you just get to be creative. And you get to do whatever you want. You get to be whoever the hell you want to be. And no judgment. You can dress up as whatever you'd like. And you're not going to be
As you can see, we are.
Exactly. And you won't get like, you know, because if I go on, you know, like
we can go on the
November 3rd and I walk around the house, you know, daily like this, they think I'm a psychopath if I dress like a witch and if I, you know. And so it's cool that you get like that one day of like freedom, and not only that, but you get an unlimited amount of candy. You get as much candy as you can fill in a pillowcase. I think that's cool. I also think that, and I know you probably feel the same way.
What's that?
Is that trick-or-treating shouldn't be like have an age limit. And I don't think
no.
like I absolutely don't think it should.
If you could dress up and get down with the get down, you should get candy too.
Absolutely. If you're,
you know, you celebrating like the kids are.
If you're the adult that has to walk the kids around to go trick or treating, why can't you dress up and walk up with them and be like, trick or treat?
Y'all know y'all gonna have leftover candy anyway.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So just hand it over.
That's probably why I wouldn't. That might be why. Because they don't want to share. They're like, I want to keep these.
Whatever's leftovers are mine.
It's
mine.
You know
what I'm saying?
It's my stash, bro.
I dig that. Yeah, it's always fun, you know, taking the kids out, seeing all the kids running around, acting crazy. You know what I mean? The decorations on all the homes.
Always so much fun.
Yeah, it's actually over the top. You know what I mean? Some of the houses is over the top.
I love it when those houses go all out. There's a couple of houses near me where I'll drive by, and as soon as they like start to pop up, I get giddy like a little kid.
Yeah, you know what's up.
There's this one house that has this giant, like I want to say like 30-foot skeleton in its out front, and it's got the cobwebs, and he's just chilling there, and he's got the glowy eyes. And
that's a big ass skeleton.
It's a huge skeleton. It's bigger than the house. I shit you not.
That's a big ass skeleton.
That skeleton is like almost as tall as that house. It's huge. And they have like little tombstones, and like they just go all out, and that's just one house, you know. And then like across the street they have one where, you know, it's awesome, and they have like the bloody marks on the thing, and like just the people that get really creative and want to go all out and do it, you just are keeping the festivities alive.
Yeah,
because then you go down the street and then nobody's decorated.
It's like nothing.
And it's like,
not even an orange light.
No, not even like not even a cute little pumpkin out front.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
y'all see how we did. We made it very festive for you guys.
We tried
to. We tried. You know, we dressed up or whatever.
Try to make it fun for all of us.
Hey. You know what I'm saying? You know, so you know we like to celebrate too.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm trying to think if I had any. I only have one like crazy story.
Tell it. I want to hear it.
So when I was younger, back in the days, I don't know if it when I lived in Long Beach, it was like a little town. I think it was called Bixby Knolls.
Okay, I know.
Or it might have been near Bixby Knolls. Don't quote me, but it was this area where it was like little people, right?
Like little people?
Like little people.
Okay.
Right? But you know, when you're a kid, you just go to every door, knock, knock, boom, boom, whatever. But this one particular time,
you're like, just give me my candy.
We knocked on the little people door, and they chased us the hell out of there, and it was kind of creepy.
What did y'all do to get chased out?
We didn't do nothing. I just guess they didn't want to be disturbed or whatnot. But
turn your lights off.
It was I mean, as a kid, that was kind of scary. You know what I'm saying? So
especially if you don't know better.
Yeah,
I can understand where it's scary, because that's where a lot of fear comes from. Is the unknown. If you don't know something and then all of a sudden you see a full-grown adult that's your size chasing after you, you're gonna be like, what the fuck?
y'all I know y'all remember when people was dressing up like clowns and just standing around places with knives and stuff.
Yeah, I remember,
you know, that was trippy.
This was like years back. I want to say probably when I was like 16 to 18 years old. You know, I think I was probably still in high school, and I was actually me and your wife were taking the kids trick-or-treating. You know, she came over to my mom's, and we went over in the area of my mom's neighborhood. And that's where they're super festive, and they give out like the king size candy bars. Yeah. And everybody goes all out. And there's some people that do like the movie projectors of scary movies.
Yeah.
On the
some
house
people even have haunted houses in their garage.
Yeah,
and
they do the haunted houses
that.
And stuff. That was that's what our little neighborhood was. So that's why my sis will always come down with the kids, and we would take them and go trick or treating. Yeah. And we'd literally do it for like 30 minutes to an hour till the kids were tuckered out, and they'd have like big candy, old bags, like almost full, the good stuff, you know, and like the entire pillowcase almost full of it, you know. And there's this one time where we were walking, and everybody's obviously walking out with us and stuff like that, and then there's this one a-hole. And I'm going to call him an a-hole because he was an asshole, in my opinion. A-hole. There's this one asshole that was dressed up like a clown. And this was years before the clown thing became what it was, you know? With a real chainsaw, revving it up, chasing the kids.
No.
Oh, hell no. That's what all of us, any adult, were like, you got to be kidding me. Oh yeah, when one of the dads got pissed and like walked up to him and started yelling at him, and he was like, if you don't put that away, I'm calling the cops on you right now. You know, and it just turned into like a bigger situation. Yeah. I'm all for being scared. Like I personally, I like the adrenaline of getting scared sometimes. Going into a haunted house, going to like Halloween haunt, or doing that stuff, that's fun. But when you're not safe and you're using like real stuff, not props, but real things, that's where it becomes dangerous, because you yourself don't know how to, you know, as much as you can be an expert on these things, you still don't know, and there can be an accident, and you know, there's little kids, babies. You
what's his name? Steve Irwin?
Yeah.
Perfect example. My man was like great with animals. Okay.
An expert, you would say, right? And then one thing happened, and Exactly.
So be safe out there, people.
Absolutely. And then do you remember when it was like a big thing that people were getting like the needles and the razor blades in your
The
candy?
needles. Remember when anthrax was a thing?
Yeah. Make sure you check your candy.
Yeah. I always had to check my kids' candy.
Still to this day, I'm pretty sure you still do it, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, and that's I honestly think it was a big conspiracy made up by parents. So like, oh, let me check your candy. Ooh, Reese's.
It's good.
You're good.
Yeah,
but
most
we
definitely.
would do it too, and there'd be some times where like I'd have like a half open piece of candy or
Yeah,
something in there, but I'd toss it out real quick.
Apples, oranges, toss it, because those things can be poked with a needle.
Yes, yeah.
So you know, you just can't trust people nowadays.
And that's the fucked up part is you can't trust people nowadays. With how
I mean, you don't really want to. You know what I mean? As much as you do want to, it's just like the risk is too high.
You feel like you can't.
Yeah, the risk is too high. You know?
Absolutely.
I really don't have any other stories, except I also like Halloween because all the scary movies they start playing.
Yeah.
You know, the old school ones too. Dang,
they start putting them out to you're good. You're fine. You're good.
I'm good. Yeah.
Fucked it up. It's ruined. Podcast is over.
They start showing all the scary movies, and they go back to like stuff like Psycho,
the 80s,
yeah,
and
the classics. You know what I mean? So I really love that.
Yes.
That's another thing as far as Halloween goes. You know, stuff like that. Handing out the candy sometimes that's fun too.
If I'm not going out on Halloween, if you've noticed, like you're certain what's the word for it?
What?
Things that you do on Halloween, right?
Oh yeah.
Change as you get older.
Yeah.
So you start off by trick or treating.
Going out.
And then you go out to parties.
Hold up, we got a call. Let's see who this is.
Ooh, answer it.
Caller, you on the line? Who's this?
This is Cheyenne.
Hey, Cheyenne on the line. What's going on? Do you have a Halloween story for us?
I absolutely do. I used to be a scream actor. Come on now.
What?
Hell yeah.
A scream actor?
You know what those are, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me all about it.
Scare actor, but
where
I professionalize in screaming. That's why my voice don't sound the same no more.
So you used to scream and cry, or you just do the crazy I'm about to die scream?
No, so my favorite one was they had me be in like the dolly, and they placed me in like I was on one of the hay rides, the actors for that.
Oh, okay.
And part of the hayride, they had like a drive-in theater where the screen came and crashed down.
Oh.
And this was at Coffin Creek out in Corona, California.
Yeah.
But so I was dressed up as a little doll, and I was sitting there, and like some people, like you could hear them be like, "Oh, that's a person, that's a person." But like there was this one family I remember that it was the only family on the ride. And I had a tin can full of nails and pennies that they gave me. So I was like, you know what? All right, I'm going to hit the truck this time. So I literally chased the truck, screaming at them, coming from every different direction. And the dude literally was like, hey, come get money from me. So I started running up to him, and I hit the truck and scare him. And I screamed at him, and he's like, here's $10. You made my wife piss herself.
Oh, wow.
I love that.
I like that. Let's give it up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
that's crazy.
And then my little brother, he loves scaring, too, because one time we were just trick-or-treating, and he had knee pads on, like when you go skateboarding.
Yeah.
And he just had a scary mask on and some clappers on his hands. I helped him make the whole outfit, and he slid up to this lady, made her pee herself right there on the street. Guy gave him $20.
Wow.
See,
I didn't know I
don't know how I feel about
people.
These husbands giving money to
making my
having
wife
their
pee.
wife piss themselves.
You know what I'm saying?
The husband giving money because you scare the shit out of the wife, because she's always giving them the problems right before they go out.
Oh man.
I told you we should have wore the matching costumes.
I told you I should have wore a diaper.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
That's crazy. You know, to scare somebody to make them pee, that is like intense. That's a serious.
That's like a new goal of mine.
You know what I'm saying? I know, and then you can get paid for it.
Definitely an accomplishment.
You know what I'm saying? How can I do that?
Absolutely.
Just do the creepy clown thing. You know?
Mm-hmm. I
mean, I didn't even do the creepy clown thing. I just screamed at people.
Damn.
Yeah, I think scare actors honestly have it tough, in my opinion, because you get to do something really cool, but you're also invoking fear out of people.
Oh yeah.
So you never know how people are going to react.
Yeah,
you know?
you never.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you're getting that fear out of people. You're trying to scare the living shit out of people. That's your job. So my thing is like how certain people react.
Yeah, fight or
to
flight.
Their fear.
What about the ones that fight?
What about the ones that try to deck you?
You know what I'm saying? You better be quick on the ducking.
I've had someone almost hit me before. Like he swung at me, and luckily, like I saw it coming, so I just launched back. But the guy even came back to me, and he's like, "Yo, I'm really sorry. Like I did not mean to try and hit you. It's just I was like, I interrupted
like,
him.
Yes, you did.
Don't even gotta kill me. Like I already know. I got you. You good. You didn't hit me. Nothing. We good. Even if you did hit me, I just feel like, you know what? I scared the shit out of you. That's all I know."
Yeah, scared you enough to take a swing.
Mission accomplished.
You know, you got scared enough to take a swing at me. I did my job.
Hell yeah.
And you got your money's worth. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. And like for little kids, if I knew that there was a bunch of kids on the ride, there's this like really messed up version of Mary Had a Little Lamb, and I started singing it, and they would just cry just from hearing it.
Dang, you just messed up. Talking about some childhood trauma,
well, I mean,
right?
It sounds like she knows what she's doing.
Grow up and never went. How come I don't like that song?
Why don't you like that song? What happens?
I don't know. I don't remember, but it was scary.
I mean, I didn't even.
Just to repress
I just ended up finding it one day. Like literally, I found a video of it before my shift, and I was like, "I'm gonna try this. And it just worked. I was like, "All right, I'm gonna keep it."
That's amazing. She fucked up. Mary Had a Little Lamb for somebody.
Right? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You traumatized.
One of the
children.
sweetest little songs, and you just fucked it up for somebody.
I mean, that song is already about death and chaos, just like
it is like
bridge falling down.
Same thing with like any like she just mentioned like London Bridge. Any nursery rhyme.
Oh yeah.
Is pretty fucking dark.
Yeah. I mean, Little Red Riding Hood is dark as shit.
Oh yeah.
You know
but
what
just
I mean?
nursery rhymes like Ring Around the Rosie. You know what that's about, right? That's about the Black Plague.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, tell me more.
And
ashes, we all fall down.
Oh wow! There it is, right
Pocket
there.
full of posies, because back in the day, people would take handfuls of dried flowers and herbs and stuff them in their pockets to kind of get rid of that dead smell around you.
What?
Same thing with the plague doctor. Plague doctor would stuff their masks.
Yeah.
And that's why it looks like a bee.
Yeah.
You know, it stuffed their masks full of that, and that's what they were smelling.
So they wouldn't smell a dead body.
Yep.
Y'all hear that? It's a crazy world we live in. Welcome to Halloween.
That's how you get rid of the smell of a dead body.
Wow. Well, welcome to Halloween, the sophisticated way.
Hell yeah.
Cheyenne over here making people pee themselves for money.
Yeah, love it.
Oh man,
shit.
that's what's
Scary
up.
Farm is the best.
Say that. Say it again.
Not Scary Farm is the best.
Is that where you was that another one of the places you were scared at?
I was going to, but I've been traveling around the country.
Yeah.
Like last time I was on your guys' show, I was in Texas. Now I'm in Michigan.
Yeah.
No. Wow. Just moving around everywhere.
Yeah. Mish again.
Mish again.
Accomplished.
You're stupid.
Accomplished. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Well, those were some wonderful stories. We thank you for calling in and sharing. Before you go, you got anything else you want to share? Anything sophisticatedly scary?
Make sure you're getting high, because nobody nobody is going to be able to handle those children.
All right, you heard it from Cheyenne. Make sure you get violently stoned during Halloween so you don't have to deal with tiny children.
Yeah, when they come to the door, just throw the candy at them.
Just chuck it at them.
I'm not lacing my candy. I'm smoking it my damn self.
Yeah.
There you go.
Smoking and eating candy.
That's why I think it's funny when people are like, "Oh my God, they're trying to disguise marijuana as little pieces of candy." It's like, do you really think I'm going to give away my edibles to tiny children that can't appreciate it?
Man.
Do you know how expensive that shit is?
I'm not trying to share.
Exactly. At least with an adult that'll get the understand it and appreciate it.
I'm not trying to share none of that, especially with no kids. That's just dumb. You know?
Agreed.
Like you said, they can't appreciate it. You know? Shit.
Hell yeah, they don't appreciate it, and you don't get to see the reaction.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah.
Giving it to kids if you're not even going to watch how it reacts to them.
Exactly. Maybe some people are just into knowing that they did it.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But yeah, thank you for calling. Appreciate the stories.
Thank you know what I mean? Much,
if you come up with anything else, give us a creepy call back.
You have a happy Halloween. Stay spooky.
You too.
Peace.
Huh?
Said stay spooky.
Stay spooky to you too.
All right.
Yeah.
So
that was a nice little call. I think it would be cool to be a scream actor at like a haunted place.
I mean that would be cool. I guess I think, you know, I don't know. Wouldn't that be a little easier for chicks? Because they got a higher pitch.
Well, so like there's obviously there's a bunch of different types of scare actors, right?
Oh yeah.
So you don't necessarily have to be the one that's screaming and stuff, but I mean, like for me personally, I would probably be like the creepy person that just
that's what I was thinking. I wanted to be like the creepy motherfucker that just come up behind you.
You know, like crawls all weird after you while you're in the thing. Like that type of stuff. You can do certain stuff. I would just love to be a scare actor in
it's
general.
Pitch black and you touch somebody.
So much fun.
Did you just touch me? No, it wasn't.
What was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, just getting that. Yeah. I honestly do think though, like if I was a scare actor, because my thing is like as soon as I scare the shit out of you, I'm laughing.
Yeah.
I'm laughing.
Yeah, I couldn't go back into character. I'd probably start cracking up too. I couldn't stay in character.
I'd be like, you pussy. You know, but but also I've been on the other end of getting scared by scare actors.
Yeah.
And you're walking in that maze and you see somebody or you think you see somebody and
you're just like, what's that?
Don't touch me, 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 don't touch me.
I've been threw somebody in front of me and everything. Got up out of there.
Strangers. I've literally pushed a stranger in front of me before. Like, you go first.
Get in there. Get him.
There was one time, I think I was like 13, because that was how old you had to be to get into Halloween Haunt, right?
Yeah,
or not Scary
Farm. I mean, if you're too young, you have to have.
There has to be an age limit, right? You obviously can't bring babies into that stuff. But I remember I was like 13 or 14, and finally allowed to go to Not Scary Farm, and so they took me. My mom and my aunt took me, and we had a blast. It was so much fun, but we were waiting we wait in line, and you know how every maze is like a 30-minute wait or whatever, and you get scared on the sides and stuff like that. So we're like talking it up, and I'm like, I'm not gonna get scared. I'm gonna walk through this maze. I'm a tough bitch. You can't get me, right? Inside, I'm shitting myself. But you know, as long as you're keeping it outside, keeping it cool, you're good, right?
Hey.
So we walked through this maze, and it was like a creepy clown maze, and parts of it were, well, honestly, like kind of scary. I was 13 years old. Like they got me a couple of times.
Terrifying.
Like, oh shit,
that's terrifying.
Oh, shit, like a couple of times like that. But throughout the entire maze, I did a pretty decent job, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where like I got a couple of little like but they never really got me.
Yeah.
So I'm finally towards the end of this maze.
That's where it always happens.
Exactly. Finally, towards the end of this maze, and me being a newbie with this and not really knowing, right? There's somebody on the couch. There's a chair right next to the exit, and there's a like puppet clown puppet. On the chair. And it's dead still, and it's just legit, just a puppet, just chilling there, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. And there's a puppet right there. There's the exit, and off to the side is this creepy clown lady that's reaching down and going to touch everybody. I don't want to be touched by the creepy clown lady. I don't want to be touched by her. So instead of going towards her, and I'm keeping an eye on this puppet.
Why did you get real low?
Has not moved. This puppet has not moved, right?
She was a distraction.
No, I was trying to, but she was like, step down and like still touch that person. That was the last thing, was to get touched by this creepy clown lady at the end of your maze, right? So everybody was kind of just walking through and getting touched by her. I did not want to get touched by her. For some reason, I was like, no. So I'm avoiding her.
Don't touch me, lady.
And I go next to the puppet.
Yeah.
As I'm walking out. The puppet moves and grabs me.
Oh, shit.
Like, just is completely still. And I'm walking towards him because I'm like, it's a puppet. It's not going to move. He jumps up, makes this weird little, like, guttural noise, and goes to lunge for me. I scream at the top of my lungs.
Did you do the Scooby and Shaggy after that? Yeah.
Book out. I'm pretty sure I ran in place for a solid second, like, you know? And I booked it out there, and all you hear is all of the scare actors just dying, laughing, and he kind of walks out, and he felt kind of bad. He's like, I'm sorry, and I was like, fuck you. I was so mad.
Shit, I can only imagine.
Terrified. But it was funny because, like, all right, at least I got my money's worth. Like, I almost peed myself.
Everybody got their money's worth.
Yeah, like, there you go. Shit, it's worth it. Y'all suck. I hate you.
I was like 8 years old when we went to Movie Land Wax Museum.
Oh,
shit.
I know.
Man.
It's not there anymore, unfortunately.
No, it's not. But let me tell you.
Bummer, but.
They had some scary shit in there that I was terrified of. And you know, your family's pretty fucked up when they like, no, you got to touch it before we leave. You got to touch it.
When they know you have fears.
It's like, I'm not touching that. We can go home right now because I ain't touching that thing. You know what I'm saying?
We can leave.
Yeah.
The party's over.
I screamed my ass off. I was like 8 years old, so I screamed my ass off. But now it's different. You know what I mean? I love horror, everything about it. So
I absolutely love horror. I love getting, like I said, I like getting scared.
Yeah,
I like
scared.
Having that adrenaline rush. Some people just don't.
Yeah.
And it is.
I'm not trying to go parasailing or jumping off a cliff, but I'll do some scary shit. You know what I'm saying? Just not that kind of adrenaline type.
Have you ever done the? I think it's called like the 17 Doors. Experience.
What is that?
It's this one. It's supposed to be like a very, very scary haunted maze thing. But it's supposed to be like a more extreme version where you have to sign a waiver for absolutely.
Oh, if you got to sign a waiver,
but you have to sign a waiver, and you're given a safe word, right? So to the point where if you're done and you don't want to play anymore, you have to like yell the safe word, like mercy, right? That was our safe word. Is you have to yell mercy.
That's
and you had to be like, no, mercy, I'm done, and they have to take you out. And you're done.
Yeah,
and you can no longer finish off.
No, some of that shit's too much because you be wanting to throw hands after a while.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
And there's been times because it started off. It was themed, obviously.
Oh yeah.
And the theme of it was like this chick went to college and had a very shitty college experience, but it was horror themed, right?
Yeah.
So there,
Did she
you
do
walk
something
in,
to herself? Did she like kill herself or something?
Yeah. Like it was also very dark as well. Like she did get raped in it, and
wow,
the rapist ended up murdering himself in the bathroom stall.
Oh
and,
wow. And these are places they make you go into.
Yeah, and you have to go into, and you see the acting and stuff. Like when you first walk in, we're all sitting down at the desks, like we're in school, right? And the teacher's up front, and she's telling us, okay, these are your rules, blah, 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 blah. And obviously she's in character.
Right.
And this one guy stands up and he's like, fuck this, I'm not doing this, I'm out. And she was like, no, you sit your ass back down. You signed up for this. You're going to do it. And he's like,
but
no,
I really
no.
didn't, though.
I'm not doing this. This is bullshit. Blah, da, 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 da. Pulls out a gun and shoots himself. He was an actor.
What?
And he was chilling just with the normals. Right?
Oh, wow.
So that's how intense it was. And they were able to grab you and touch you and do stuff. Like there was one point where we're in the pews of like this church. And it gets all kind of scary and stuff, and somebody goes and reaches and just grabs my leg.
Oh,
and I
shit.
Screamed as loud as I was like, ah!
Did you bust out the Scooby and Shaggy?
No, I just was done. I was like, I don't want to do this.
Safe word.
But I'm not calling the safe word. I could not call the safe word. I was like, I'm not going to be that pussy and call the safe word. And I didn't.
Man, if the hairs on the back of your neck start standing up, we got
there
problems.
There were certain times during the thing where it was fun and you could appreciate it, but it also was like terrifying and gross.
Yeah.
Like you walk through and you're getting lined up to go into like the lunch line, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the lunch lady guy or whatever is this big giant like butcher looking man, but he's in a pig mask.
Oh damn.
And he sits there and he legit flung like mashed potatoes and shit at us.
Oh wow!
As we were getting scared,
they threw it all. Yeah. They put it all in there.
Yeah. We had real but dead cockroaches get thrown at us in one of the scenes. There was all sorts of creepy and
scary.
Did they
film this shit so y'all could see how y'all reacted?
I don't think so. Or if they did, they didn't show us. They kept it for themselves as their own sick enjoyment. But there was one. At the very, very end, so obviously you had to go through 17 doors, 17 stages, right?
Yeah.
The very last one.
Oh, you made it to the end.
We made it to the very end. And the very last thing that they did was they put us in a box.
What?
Right? So I'm standing, like they put us in a little room.
Wait, how many of y'all was
it? There was like about, each group had about like 7 to 10 people in it, right? Okay. So they put us all in our own individual, like, room, but this room is literally the size of you, like a closet. You could barely fit in it.
Oh wow.
Kind of a thing. Like I had a little bit of space, but it was like I'm 5 foot. It was like
so you was literally
7
in a box.
foot, but it was just like a box, right?
Yeah.
And so we're just, and it's pitch black, and you're just sitting there, and you're like, okay, what the hell is gonna go like happening? Yeah. And then all of a sudden, and I'm facing forward because, you know, like they open the door and they're like, get in, right? So you walk in and then I turn around and face the door and I'm just sitting there like that. So I'm facing the door and then all of a sudden the false back pops up. So all of a sudden it just opens and I just see this creepy chick pop out and she was like just says some crazy shit and she's like, you're so pretty. I want to rip off your face and wear it, you know? And she's saying stuff like that where she's going to touch me and I'm like, ah. And then I think it's safe because she closes it, right? And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So now I know that top half opens. Yeah. I'm good. All right. Bottom half opens. Somebody grabs my leg. And I'm like, you don't know.
Let me out of here.
And then there's a couple of that. And then I'm finally alone for like a half a second, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm good, right? Mm. And then all of a sudden that big old pig butcher opens the door. Oh, no. Gets in with me.
No.
Closes it, and he's just standing next to me. and it's literally like, I'm here, he's here, we're just looking at each other, right? So I'm looking up, he's looking down at me, like, and he's like, move, he does like the little kind of thing.
Move, sucker.
Gets this close to my face.
How did you feel? How was you feeling at that?
I was freaking out. Yeah, at one point,
because you're in the
box.
I
was up against the wall, and he's doing his weird things, and I'm slowly just going down the wall, sliding down the wall, like, please don't touch me, please don't touch me, please don't touch it. And I'm saying it out loud, like, please don't touch me, please don't touch me, please don't touch me. And then I got to the point where he, you know, and I'm just like, and he's doing the weird, like, snorts and goes to almost lick my face. That sort of stuff. He doesn't, but he was very close. And I was like, so gross. Finally goes and like leaves and I'm in there for like another minute and I didn't know I could walk out.
Wow. So this whole time you could have just
the thing is, it was you had to finish that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the very end, he's like, well, knock a couple times, 2 or 3 knocks, and you can walk out. I never heard a knock. So I'm sitting there like this, kind of just waiting.
You're terrified. You don't hear nothing.
And it's absolutely. And then he finally, like, at the end of it, because he leaves, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I'm no longer getting scared. And I'm like, can I leave now? You know, like, I didn't know. And I'm like waiting for one last scare. I'm waiting for the knock, and I don't get it. And he kind of just opens the door, and he's like, you can go out now. Go back to your family. And I was like, thank you.
Was that the end?
Yeah, that was the end of it.
Let me ask you this. Did anybody quit?
Yeah.
From your group or another group?
From my group, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How many did y'all start off with?
I think we started off with, like, I honestly don't remember. It might have been, it was like a classroom size. So maybe like 12 to 13 people.
Yeah. Oh, and it was only 8 at the end?
And there was like about like 6 or 7
Woo,
at the end.
Tap, tap, tap. Safe word.
Yeah, because there were certain things where like,
just terrifying.
if you didn't want to do it, then you couldn't move forward, kind of a thing. But also there was certain shit that was like terrifying. And there was one point where we're with the gym coach, right? Mm-hmm. And he sits us kind of in this, almost this type of space, right? So we're up against a wall. We're sitting on the bleachers.
Like in a gym, on the
bleachers in the gym, right? Yeah. But in front of us is this cage that goes all the way up to the wall. And he's obviously behind the cage. So we're in the cage, kind of a thing. He's behind it. And he's talking to us. And all of a sudden, he just pulls a lever. And these balls from like a ball pit drop and slowly start filling up.
Oh, shit.
To the point where they get to our waist and we're good. They get to our chest and we're good. All of a sudden, they're covering our faces. And we're in there for a solid minute, 2 minutes.
And you don't know what's in there with you,
covering us. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's just full of ball pits, but you're also with other people standing next to you. So I'm extremely claustrophobic. I didn't know this was going to happen. So I'm kind of sitting there just like squeezing onto my aunt's hand because she's the one that took me.
Till that sucker open up and let them balls
until
go.
Somebody like grabs you from it. So you hear like a scream in the middle of your like ball pit thing. And I'm just literally just standing there like, okay, I've got this. And then finally the ball is released. But they're like, I think somebody called out like that. Like as soon as it got up to their chest, they're like, I'm out. Mercy, get me out of here. And dipped out. There was one where like there was just certain things that people just didn't want to do or just it was too much for them. You also hear people like yell mercy like as you're walking through. This one chick was like, "No, mercy!"
Safe word, safe word. You know, sometimes you don't realize that you're claustrophobic until you're in the sit. You know what I mean?
That situation. Yeah,
and
you don't.
It's like I can't.
You never really know like what your fears are unless you're confronted with them or that you're a true fear, whether you can overcome it or not. Yeah. And I can, but I also like I knew ultimately I was safe. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's fake, it's all that. And that's the part that gets me through.
You're going through the motions.
If you're in your head too much and you like start to make it real,
you're gonna get freaked out.
You're gonna freak the fuck out. And that's what it was for me. It was
you in a scary movie. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're not gonna.
As soon as y'all cut, you guys are gonna stop and back away from me. I'm good.
Y'all gonna start having drinks and talking shit to each other.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? That's how it goes down. I didn't think. You know, how old was you about this time? How old?
I think I was like, I want to say maybe. No, I was.
You
21.
had to be of age because that shit was.
Because I was drinking. Because we had a couple shots before we went.
You got some grown ass motherfuckers that's tapping out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's that serious.
I may be mistaken. The rules may have changed, but I think you had to be 18 or older in order to.
Oh yeah, you said you got to sign a waiver.
So because you had to sign a waiver.
You got to be 18 and sign a form.
So I think you had to be 18 or older to do that.
Yeah. So you know.
It was fun though, like terrifying. If you asked me if I would do it again, only if I wasn't paying for it. Yeah. You know, if you want to pay for it. If I wasn't paying
for it and somebody going with me, you got to have my back.
Yes. Yes. As long as I like am able to like grab onto somebody, you're a good scare person to be with.
Oh yeah.
Then hell yeah.
This would have been a good time to like do the whole Ouija board. You know how we wanted to do the haunted house and all that shit, haunted hotel. You know, this would have been a good time to do that. Stay tuned, folks.
See, but my thing is there's rules with Ouija boards and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And you never want to do it in your own house. You never want to bring that energy into your house.
No,
so it's a good thing that we didn't. If we went to a hotel room,
yeah,
and set it up, then that would have been perfect.
Oh yeah, that was the plan.
We're not very good at planning out into the future. We're still learning certain things. We're trying. We're trying, guys.
Yeah.
You know, you're lucky you're getting episodes, okay?
Yeah. You know, the creepy stuff. You know, I know a lot of people dress up, but for me, the whole creepy part, the horror part of it, that's what makes it for me.
That's
you know
the fun part of it.
Yeah, that's absolutely. Yeah. You know, you got kids dressing up like superheroes and all of that, but the creepiness, the crazy stuff, that's what does it for me. Give me
the little creepy girl that wants to be the dead witch.
You know what I mean? The person that can bend their body and walk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That kind of creepy
children
stuff.
That run at you.
Yeah, that's what we want.
You're terrifying, but you're so cool.
All at the same time. Mm-hmm. I love that. That's the part that I love about Halloween, is the scary stuff.
Yeah. It's getting scared. It's that creepy shit.
Yeah.
I just love the full Halloween aesthetic. You know, like I love the pumpkins, the jack-o'-lanterns in general.
Carving them up just with the candles.
The tradition of carving them is so much fun, and it's because it's such a pain in the ass and it's so messy, and halfway through it, like I carved a pumpkin this year, right?
Yeah.
And I was so into it in the very beginning because I was like, oh my God, the nostalgia.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Halfway through carving open the top, I was like, I'm over it.
What am I doing? You know what I mean? Now I got to clean out the slime.
Now I got to do this. Now I got to clean out the guts and actually sit there and take 3 hours to carve a fucking pumpkin.
Man.
But it's still fun.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And just whatever your little tradition is that you do on Halloween, like you take your kids out and go trick-or-treating.
Take them out.
Or you do like a movie night with your significant other or your friends, or just have like a scary movie marathon and pass out candy. Like whatever
Light the
it is,
fireplace,
as long
put
as you're
on the
doing
scary
something,
movies,
right?
pop some popcorn, turn off all the lights, see who gets scared
get into the
first.
season,
You know what I'm saying? Or for those that like to be outside, light your fire pit, throw up the projector, and get it cracking. Wait until they ring your doorbell, or tell them to come to the back so they can grab the candy. Yeah. A lot of people just sit in their driveway and just chill.
That's what we've had that's what I've walked past a couple of times, is people had the projector on their neighbor's house. Yeah. And,
chilling.
A cooler of beers for the adults and a dish full of candy for the kids.
Hell yeah.
They're sitting there and they're just having their good old time. Like, I want to be that house. I want to be that cool house that everybody wants to pass by and be like, hell yeah, I want to go to their house.
Like, look at that house. Did you see that house? Yeah, yeah.
Because it was so cool. Did you see the giant creepy monster?
And they got some good candy. Mm-hmm. They got good candy.
Yeah. Like, one of my favorite things, though, is seeing the tiny children absolutely terrified to walk up to certain houses because they're scared.
Come with me.
Please.
Come with me. My daughter do that. She'll tell her brother, no, you got to come with me. I'll be like, I'm going to wait right here. No. Okay, you got to come with me. I'm watching you. I'm right here. You know what I'm saying?
You got to walk up with me. It's the same thing as when you go into the haunted house or do the maze. It's like, I need a buddy. I need a buddy.
Yeah, you got to. You do. You got to be some kind of crazy if you're doing that shit by yourself.
Word.
Oh, y'all don't want to go? Forget y'all. I'm going by myself.
And
then it's like, mercy.
You need therapy.
Yeah.
if you don't yell mercy,
there's definitely something going on in there.
There are certain people though that like do suck the fun out of it and are kind of lame. Yeah. Like the one I have two people that I don't like. I don't like the over screamers.
Yeah.
Every single time they get scared, they're like, ah!
Yeah.
Ah! Like, I get it if that's how you react.
You could tell that was rubber. Come on, stop playing.
Relax.
You know what I mean?
But it's like, because you've seen videos, or anytime you go to those sort of like places, right? Yeah. You have that one person that gets scared, or obviously the more you react, the more the actors are going to come towards you and scare the shit out of you.
They're going to give you more of that action.
But the one person there's always that one person that just is obnoxious in a sense, and it's just like, yeah, like, every time. It's like, why are you such a scream? Like, you don't need to be a scream.
Yeah,
like,
and like you said, that's when you got them coming out even more. You know what I mean? So just go ahead and say and keep it moving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, I understand that people still want to be there because their friends are there and they got invited and they have to go and stuff like that. But it's also like,
if you with a group of friends, it's like we're good. I mean, if you got a group of friends with you, it's like that's cool as hell.
But you do have those assholes that sometimes are like, see that one person is scared and like push them to the
front.
Oh
yeah.
Or like get her.
Yeah.
To the like actors and stuff.
You're getting open hand slapped.
I don't believe.
And then Absolutely. You next, because I'm pushing you in front of the next person. Yeah.
Just throwing.
See, and this is why Halloween is one of my favorite holidays.
It is.
It's not even a real holiday because we don't get no time off. We don't get no break.
Still have to work.
You know what I'm saying? You got to wait till nighttime to get your thing.
But
have to make it happen.
That's when it honestly, in my opinion, becomes magical. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Because it starts to get dark and then
that's when it starts.
All the jack-o'-lanterns come out and the lights come on. Pop. And then as soon as you hear the first little like tweet, you're like, it's Halloween.
Yep. And as it gets darker, it gets creepier.
Yes,
you know
absolutely.
what I mean? So that's the beauty of Halloween. That's why I love it. And all the scary movies, of course. You know.
Yes.
So
and and one of my favorite things, obviously, like speaking as like the younger generation, is I love getting fucked up on Halloween too. Like Halloween parties are legit.
Yeah.
Halloween parties are so much fun because once again you get to dress up however
and people
you
go
want.
all out for them costumes.
So
they
like,
go
majority
all
of
out.
the time, like the people that do put in the slightest bit of effort look so rad most of the time. It's like, oh, you look sick, you look so
when
cool.
they put the
oh
whole
God,
fit
so
together.
Oh yes,
man.
And that's the best part is like you're creating this character and you're somebody else now, and then that person gets to go out and get drunk and party.
You
and
turned into
like,
that character.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And
that's fun.
It's so much fun.
Hell yeah.
The people that are lame and like just wear like the "this is my costume" t-shirts and show up at the parties, like I can't stand you.
Yeah. And it's always that person.
There's always
the t-shirt
asshole.
with the bow tie on it.
Yeah,
or
like the suit t-shirt.
Yeah.
Stupid.
The tuxedo.
The tuxedo shirt. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to wear this to a Leonard Skinner concert. Yeah. So, what's next? Should we go into sophisticated note?
Let's
sophisticated,
do it.
complicated, or hated?
Do you have a sophisticated, complicated?
We can do a sophisticated, complicated, or hated.
Come up with it on the spot.
I got it. I got it right now. So sophisticated, complicated, or just hated.
Do it.
All right. Scary theme parks.
Okay.
Haunted houses.
Okay.
Or trick or treat.
Ooh.
That's pretty tough.
That is very tough.
Especially if you like to do all three.
Yes. I'm gonna go. Okay, I think I got it. I'm gonna go. I don't know, because I don't want to put just hated in any of the categories.
No.
Put them in, put any of the categories.
Because they are a good category. They are a good thing.
For like practicality, I'll put theme parks under just hated. Only because like you have to pay. You're stuck in lines.
Damn show. And
There's
the lines
as
long as shit.
There you're waiting like an hour and a half to go through a maze to get scared, and it's a 30-second maze.
Yeah.
And the only thing I think I truly love about going to a haunted like theme park, doing the theme park thing, is how all out they go and the aesthetic of it and the costumes and that sort of aspect. I absolutely love it because they do such a great job, and I love that scene. However, paying for it kind of sucks. Waiting in the lines kind of suck, and for me, being around majority of the other people kind of suck sometimes.
Waiting in those fucking lines suck.
Yeah, and
not even kind of. Like, they really do suck.
That's the whole part. Like that I'll put as just hated because Well, it does have some good qualities. It's also, there's a lot of negatives that kind of outweigh it.
And like you said, that one person that just screams and it's just like, because damn, she's still she over
why
here again.
Nobody's around you.
Yeah, why are you
like, why are you screaming still?
What is going on?
Cut off your tongue.
You know what I mean?
Stop it.
Yeah.
But
so that's just hated.
I'll put that as just hated. And I'll put haunted houses as like complicated because you can make them really good if you put the effort into it, or you can make it really
it could be really shitty,
and it kind of sucks.
And some of them are. It's hit or miss with them shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's really hit and miss.
I absolutely did love, and I'll put SophisDICKated as trick or treating because that will always have like a special place in my heart. I think is it kind of goes hand in hand with trick or treating because when you go trick or treating and you find like a cool haunted house.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. And they're like, oh, you want candy? You have to go through this first.
Yeah. And I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
There was a couple of times where I've gone through the like little haunted house thing and I've been terrified. Like, wow, they actually put on a production.
Yeah. Like on Roseanne when they did that in
they
their house.
Did a great job. And it's just so much fun. Like, it's so cool.
Yeah.
And the people that like get really into it, that's my whole thing, is as long as you're like really into it and you go all out for it, like it's all SophisDICKated in my
opinion. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. I had to agree with you. I got the same exact order. Theme parks, just hate it. It's the mazes are complicated because, like I said, it's hit or miss.
Yeah.
You know, you really don't know if you're walking into a good one or one that just completely sucks. You know.
Either way, even the shitty ones are still kind of good. It's like pizza or sex.
Yeah.
So, you know, like even the bad ones are still pretty alright.
Yeah.
You can still do it.
But trick or treating has always been fun.
Hell yeah.
Always. It's always been fun.
And you get loot at the end of it. Like you get a month's
worth bag of booty
of candy.
Yes.
And the best part, exactly. And the best part though was being exhausted, finally doing your round of trick or treating, coming home, emptying out
your pillowcase,
and having a pile almost as big as you
for months worth. You got months, a couple months worth. And you sit there and you like
sort it out and see what you got, and then if you have your siblings, you sit there and you trade. And it's like, oh man, I got a Snickers. I don't like Snickers. I was like, well, I got Reese's. Let's trade.
Yeah. and it don't stop there.
No.
Because then you handing out candy. You take it to school.
And then
you still watching movies when you come back.
Exactly. But my favorite thing though is like after like going the next day to school and having like your bag of candy.
Yeah, your little Ziploc.
Everybody else brought their bag of candy.
Yeah.
And it was fun because it's like, well, this is what I had. What did you get? What houses did you hit?
Did you hit that one house that had the candy bars?
The king size bars, they were handing out king size bars. And like, where? Which one? No, but I got this one. Oh. It's like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go through the haunted house on that one?
On so-and-so street?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I went down this street, but they had a cool haunted house, too. And yeah. Did you see the dragon? Did you
for like a week, that's what you hear.
All you're talking about.
Yeah.
What did you dress up as? Well, I dressed up as this. What did you dress up as? Yeah. And that was also the fun part of going to Halloween during school, is getting dressed up and everybody having their little Halloween costumes and having your Halloween pizza party. And doing all of that, and just literally not having to do anything.
Oh yeah, being a kid,
it was so
everybody
much fun.
Dressed up. You had the Halloween parade.
Yeah. See
that?
Halloween parade,
and then it makes
the trunk or treat.
Yeah. See, and that's what makes it so much better. So, mine's is pretty much the same because, like I said, I mean, you just can't go wrong with trick or treating
or candy.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, candy.
You just can't go wrong with candy.
Free candy?
Free candy?
Come on.
Like, I will take that 50-50 chance that you stuck a needle in it, like, just to get it. That's cool.
Yo, I got a pillowcase full of the candy. Yeah. You can't beat that.
But is it okay? So, is it better now? Obviously, like, you can still go trick or treating. You might get. Oh, okay, never mind.
No, that was an alarm. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought we had another caller. I was like, answer. But kind of like in a sense, not having to do that work. And just doing the dad tax on the candy.
Oh, yeah.
Because my dad used to do that all the time, especially if we went over to his house on Halloween.
I gotta check your candy, and that's gonna cost
hit up
you.
exactly. We would hit it up, and what would be cool though is he never lived far from my grandma's for most of the time, so we'd start at my dad's, go out, and then just kind of work our way towards our grandma's, and that's where it would end. And then we would, all of the cousins would just meet up at grandma's.
And that's
we would
where the
dump out
party
our
was
candy,
at.
and that's where the party was at.
That's
but my
where it
dad
was
would
popping.
always at the very end, before
Give me that bag.
I need to check it.
Yeah.
And literally all he would do is just rate us for Almond Joys.
Yeah. That's gonna cost y'all 5 candies each.
And let me check. Okay. No, this one's not good. No, this one's not good. And eventually caught on. And
They got a whole Ziploc of one of them big freezer bags.
What do you want? Just take it. Cool.
You know, you got a pillowcase. You can't be mad at them. You know what I mean? You got a pillowcase full of candy. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what the joy was. You know what I'm saying? All right, so now it's time for Sophisticated Note.
Let's do it.
And we got a song.
We got some spooky music?
No, we got a song by Ruth Galvan, and it's called Get on the Train. Get on the Train by Ruth Galvan. Let's check it out.
Do it.
All right, you guys. We're going to turn it down just a little bit. And before we get out of here, I just want to give y'all my whole sophisticated thought on this. You know, Halloween is a fantastic, great so-called holiday. But I will say this. Be safe, because it is some creepy weirdos out there.
Absolutely.
So if you enjoy Halloween as much as we do, just be safe while you out there.
Be vigilant.
Yes, be vigilant.
Be aware.
Especially when you with your children.
Have fun.
But yeah.
Also be safe. 100%.
Have fun and be safe. You know what I mean? So protect yourself at all times. All right, with that being said, of course, you guys can always check us out on TikTok, Sophisticated SOM, Instagram, Sophisticated SOM, on Twitter at Sophisticated. If you want to check out our Patreon, Sophisticated SOM. So
special shout out to Cheyenne for calling in.
Yeah,
Thank
special
you.
shout out to the caller. And as always, keep your pinkies up and your dicks out.
Stay sophisticated.
Stay sophisticated. And we out this bitch.